Good morning students. Now I am going to discuss about railways. Students, before 150 years ago that railways introduced in our country India when Britishers ruled us at that time, that a railway introduced in our country India in the year 1853. First time in our country that a railway goods train introduced in our country, and steam engine also at that time utilized. And that railway first time that one moves only 34 km from Mumbai to Thane. Everyone you know that one. But nowadays that railway lines day by day going to increase in our country, and that railway service, transportation service is much more important for us. Huge amount of goods and passengers we transported from one place to another place, and that one also much more beneficial for us. And we also move a long distance inside our country in one place to another place easily and comfortably. And in our country India, in Asia continent, we are in the second position in railway network spread, and in our world, India is in the 7th position in the railway network spread. And that railway transportation is much more easy for all that persons from higher category to lower category persons who are accessible that railway, and that railway also provide us much more benefits. But in our country, few parts in our country, it is not possible to spread railway tracks, because that one is maybe terrain area, maybe that one is any desert area, any that a hill area. That's why some states are facing such problems, and that a topography and a different type of geo-economical condition are not allowed to spread that railways in our country India. But according to the year 2016, the railway different type of coaches, locomotives and transported vehicles numbers is day by day going to increase. So now I am going to discuss about that one. According to the year 2016, in our country India, railway track we find 1,19,630 km it is spread, and a total route track with train tracks we find in our country 66,687 km. But passengers which are moves one place to another place in a year, that moves 40,000 lakh passengers move in a year. And that a goods train that a 4,000 lakh tons goods per year that they transport from one place to another place. And a freight locomotives, that one we find 11,122. But passenger service coaches vehicles we find 54,506, and other coaches, that one according to that year 2016 we find 6,599 other coaches made in our country India. But day by day that numbers also going to increase, because in our country India जैसा एक developing country के लिए रेलवे का जो सर्विस है much more suitable for us. But nowadays that railway service also facing much more problems in our country India. Which type of problems that a railway department face I am telling you. Most of the peoples nowadays they move from one place to another place without tickets. And other one is when the train is running, at that time some person also do that wrong things. They in the running condition they put the chain down, and that different type of accident possibility is there, and that railway department also facing much more problems. And sometimes also some unsocial person in our society, they also theft that railway goods, and such type of problems that railway department facing in our country India. And that railway tracks which one we find in our country, that three type of that tracks we find here. One is known as meter gauge, and the other one is known as broad gauge, and the third one is known as narrow gauge. The narrow gauge distance between two railway track is 0.76 meter, and which other one, which is nowadays we are running through that one, that railway track difference is 1.67 meter, which is suitable for us. And a meter gauge also. In a meter gauge, the distance between two track of that train we find 1 meters. Mainly narrow gauge nowadays you find in where? Any that means in a hill area, that a narrow gauge also we find in our country India. So that is all about railways. Students, now I am going to discuss about pipelines. So you know, nowadays that pipeline transportation is a new arrival in our India map. Through that pipelines, you understand only that waters we supply from one place to another place. But nowadays, not only water we transported one place to another place. Different type of semi-liquid and liquid goods also we transported from one place to another place. And you know, gas. Different type of natural gas, which one we utilize in our home. That one also in our country that is transported from one place to another place, where that gases we extract from that place to other place we exported. And you know, through that pipeline, nowadays different type of industries are there, and different type of fuels through that pipeline, that one exported from one place to that industries area. Even nowadays in our country, thermal power plants are there, fertilizer plants are there, and cement industries are there, and that plants. And other one is that fertilizer industry. They utilize that gases as their fuel, and from that fertilizer industry too, that different type of oil refineries area and a gas depot area that are transported from that area easily, and there are no expenditure we find here, no time consuming we find here. So nowadays that pipeline also safety for us, and that not take a long period of time to transport that different type of fuels and gases from one place to another place, and that is one type of advanced that transportation way in our country India. Students, now I am going to discuss about three important pipelines which are spread in our country India, in northwest to northeast. About that one, let us discuss. You know, first one pipeline, that one spread from Assam to Kanpur, Assam, and other one is Kanpur in UP. So for what are the vias? About that one, again I am going to explain which place to which place that branches spread in our country. And the second one is Gujarat, Salaya to Jalandhar, Punjab. Second pipeline also spread in our country, Gujarat from west, that place, the west part of our country, Salaya, and other one is Jalandhar in Punjab. In North India, that one is spread. In first pipeline and second branch pipeline, mainly different type of oils, the petroleums, that goods means just like the petrol, diesel, kerosene, that is spread one place to another place. And third one pipeline, that one transported gas from Hazira, Gujarat to Jagdishpur, EP. Third pipeline that transported that gases, natural gases from one place to another place. So which via from Assam to Kanpur, that first one pipeline spread, above that one, now I am going to discuss in front of you. Students, you know that Assam, in Assam, that Guwahati area to other part of our country, that one is spread. From Assam to other part, which part it moves, I am going to explain in front of you. Assam, that is Guwahati place. Okay, and the other one is in West Bengal, there you find Haldia, but in middle that Berani, that in Bihar, and other one is Allahabad in UP. From that is sub-branch, and other sub-branch also created there. That is Guwahati to other part we find here. And you know the branches from Barani to Haldia. That Barani to Haldia means West Bengal. That pipeline move. And that first one it moves to Guwahati to Barani, Barun to Haldia. And that pipeline spread there. And the other one is you find from Haldia to Haldia means West Bengal, and Haldia to Rajband. Rajband means where? Rajband also situated in West Bengal. That pipeline spread. And Rajband to Maurigram, and other one is Guwahati to Siliguri. It is spread. Guwahati means Assam. Assam to Siliguri, and Barani to Haldia, and Haldia to Rajband, and Maurigram, and Allahabad यूपी तक ये फर्स्ट ब्रांच जो हम लोग का पाइपलाइन स्प्रेड हुआ है. एंड सेकंड वन पाइपलाइन व्हिच वन दैट आल्सो मूव फ्रॉम गुजरात इन वेस्ट टू नॉर्थ इन that is Punjab. It is spread. The second one pipeline also we find different type of via states, and that transported that goods from one place to another place. And you know the branches we find Biragram, Mathura, Delhi and Sonipat. Second branch जो है हम लोग का सलाया टू गुजरात, सलाया इन गुजरात टू जालंधर इन पंजाब. ये जो भाया देके जो माध्यम देके ये मूव किया है, एक है बीराग्राम, सेकेंड वन है मथुरा, थर्ड वन है दिल्ली एंड फोर्थ वन है सोनीपत. And from that bhaya also we find the different type of branches. That branches Koyali means in Gujarat, Vadodara and Chaksu and other place. In Punjab area, the second branch it moves. And the third branch, that one is transported gas. And that gas pipeline spread from Gujarat Hazira to Jagdishpur UP. Gujarat Hazira to Jagdishpur UP, through which state they spread? That states are Bijapur in Madhya Pradesh, and other branches are Kota in Rajasthan, Shahjahanpur, other one is Babrala, and other place of UP. That is third branch spread. And through Bhaya and Sabraj, that is three pipelines till now. Important pipeline spread in north, east and north west of our country India. So that is all about pipeline.